another video. And today we are playing first MyCAREER game, NBA 2K12, and we're going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. As you can see, my overall is a 61. It's not looking too good. We gotta fix that. So I got a little glitch where I got some upgrade points, and we'll be back when we got it. Alright, we upgraded no limit hour to 78 overall. We ain't going all the way maxed out to a 99 because I'm still trying to have some competition when I play. So I felt like a 78 was the right overall. We went to, I would think about 75, but 78 is what we went with today, and we just put all of our stats on average. So it wouldn't be too easy for us, but we wouldn't be just like boxed up because we're already coming off the bench. So we're in a 61 coming off the bench, and we're gonna be playing on Hall of Fame. That's pretty much of a disadvantage. We're gonna be handicapped. So as you can see, I'm editing it to Hall of Fame, and being the backup of Ja Morant, it's like, I don't know, I get to learn a lot of new things from Ja because he's kind of my vet. Him, Jaren Jackson, they're kind of my vet, even though this team is really young, but we have a lot of talent, and by the end of the season I see myself starting next to Ja Morant. I don't really want to take his spot, but we'll go right next to the game.
It's opening day all around the NBA. We're happy to be with you as we tip off the season with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. We're looking forward to another fantastic year. What an exciting game. Opening night in the NBA. State Farm presents the starting lineups. First for the Grizzlies, we've got Allen Iverson. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then there's Allen Iverson. And for the Clippers, Allen Iverson out there with Harden. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Allen Iverson.
And the Memphis Grizzlies made the playoffs last year for the first time in 5 seasons. But the road record is still an area that they'd like to improve this year. Just 16 road wins last season total.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers.
Alright, we are checking into the NBA as a rookie. This is our first sub-in as a pro, and we got to guard number uno, James Harden. And this is going to be a tough little challenge already. They trust me guarding one of the most lethal scorers in NBA history. I don't know how I'm going to do on him, but hey, give me that block. Give me that. Hold on. Push the break, Edie. Push the break. Hold on. We getting on that rim. We getting on that rim for our first dunk of our NBA career, and it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty scary. Ain't no way we just blocked James Harden. First possession we subbed in, we set up a good play to get on the fast break. We're showing coaches why we should have been picked number 1. Locking up Harden in my first game after he been in the league for 12. 13, maybe even 14 plus years. That's just I didn't expect that. But Harden, he shows me why he's a former MVP, splashing that 3 in my face. Tried to contest, but just a little bit too late. But the future is looking bright. I hope I don't fizzle down after my first NBA game, because they probably saw the combine. But Ben Simmons can't shoot that. We already know Ben Simmons can't shoot that. So we're playing alongside Ja Morant, so I'm pretty sure I'm the 2 guard. And since I'm a rookie, I won't be getting that much minutes, and almost a turnover. But I won't be getting that much minutes, and I'll be playing beside John Morant, or maybe coming off the bench for him for the foreseeable future. But as of right now, I'm basically playing the 2 guard because they have a point guard in John Morant. So yeah, I'm glad I'm playing alongside him, but I feel like we should switch him to the 2 because as of right now, he's more athletic than me, and I think I'm a better pass first point guard, and I'll get everybody else involved. John Morant could easily average 30 if he's beside me in the backcourt. So I feel like coach should think about doing that in the future. All right, we're back on defense. Guarding, I think that's Kawhi Leonard. No, it's James Harden. So we're guarding James Harden. I feel like I did a pretty good job on James Harden for my first NBA game. You know, he obviously got a couple buckets on me, but I didn't back down from the challenge. I didn't ask for switches. I was switching onto Norman Powell, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard a lot during this game. So I'm just showing the coaches I could guard 1 through 3 as a guard, because I'm not small, but I'm certainly not big for my position. I'm just probably average. So just showing them that I'm able to hang around with the damn Jaren, come on. But showing them I can hang around with the 1s and 2s and the bigger 3s, that's just showing my versatility as an NBA all defensive player team. So yeah, my first year, I'm thinking about my accomplishments that I want is to make all rookie first team or become rookie of the year and be all defensive second team. If I can do that and probably win 6th man of the year, that would be a huge step into my career as an NBA player. So yeah, I have those goals set in mind. Who knows, maybe I might be starting in 10 games, then just go off in the starter lineup and average 30. Who knows? But all I know is that I have goals set in mind as an NBA player, and my main goal is to bring the city of Memphis an NBA championship, and I know I'm gonna do that this season. This season is our year to win a championship. As like, once you have No Limit Owl, you have like unlimited chances to achieve what you have going on. If you want to make it to the Western Conference Finals, we can do that. If you want to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, we can do that. Norman Powell hit a nice layup. He did a nice reverse. But as I was saying, it's not stopping us. Like, as you're going to see in this gameplay, this team has so much chemistry already off the rip. That workout session with John Morant when I got drafted really helped us build that chemistry. And that's why coach has me and him on the floor at the same time, simultaneously, because you know, we built that chemistry over the break, and we just understood each other. You know, we just started learning new things, and I feel like this is a deadly backcourt for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I like the lineup with me and John Morant out there. We have 2 uber athletic guards, which no other team really has. Look at that. You see, as I'm saying, the uber athletic system. Hold on. Norman, get under that rim. Norman Powell, get under that rim. We put Norman Powell in the rim in our first debut. Like, that's just a sign that he did get his get back. I'm not gonna lie. But that just right there, off the just defensive tenacity and getting assist and just going to the rim relentlessly, that's just like Russell Westbrook-esque. That's something Russell Westbrook does. Like in his prime, that's something Russell Westbrook does. So just looking at me, I'm just comparing myself to Westbrook, because Westbrook just never gives up on the play. Even if he's down 30, he's still gonna try his hardest. And look at that connection to me and John Morant. I gave John Morant that assist right there. We're getting subbed back into the game with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. We're up by 12. This is a smooth debut. It's a smooth start. everything is going as planned. I was thinking a little bit more competition from the Clippers because this Clipper team is kind of stacked. They have a 6'10" point guard, and I had to take a tough fader because the shot clock was going down, and unfortunately it didn't drop. That's one thing I have to fix is my shooting, and mostly my catch and shoot threes and my free throws. That's just one of the things I'm going to need to fix if I'm going to be playing alongside Ja Morant, because Ja Morant likes to slash into the rim, as you can see in this game. Ja Morant he doesn't really settle for jump shots. He really likes to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. So just me learning this team more often, I knew from the jump after the rookie combine I was going to have to learn how to shoot the ball, and that's what I've been practicing this summer, as my 3 ball has gone to I believe a 75, but I don't think I can hit it consistently yet, so I'm going to have to keep practicing that in the gym. But, I'm just bodying up James Harden right here in this possession. This was a good possession. We got it down to the shot clock, and James Harden had to force a tough 3, which we should have got the rebound, but James Harden literally splashed this in my face as we're going into halftime.
The next quarter. Yeah, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander that.
And we finished one half of basketball.
Some good numbers for Iverson. He has 20 points, and he's hit a trio of three-pointers to give himself 9 points from downtown. He's doing his best to stretch this defense out, and this long-range outburst, that bodes well for this club.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to HP at the Half. The NBA season just getting underway. Some good basketball for the Grizzlies. With the season just underway, we find them at 500 and focused on improving. They've been causing havoc defensively, ratcheting up the pressure, forcing steals. On the Clippers side of things, they're managing to hang around. They just can't seem to get on a roll, can't get going, kind of stalled right from tip-off. A rough first half for Allen Iverson. The flavor for that first half, brickalicious. They'll have to improve. We've already seen some highlights from these two in the first half. They're leading both their teams in scoring. You already got a few games gone. Final. Check them out from around the league. At Amway Center, the Magic with the win over the Bobcats. They definitely showed the effort. Got to be happy with how that one turned out. And another game also in the books. At Air Canada Center, the Raptors end up losing to the 76ers. Came close, but just didn't have enough to pull it out. Allen Iverson was their leading scorer. And now here's what's going on in the rest of the association. Looked to be in complete control there. No problems in that one. Allen Iverson was their leading scorer. And that's it for us here at 2K Sports Studios. Hope to see you back next time.
Alright, we did not get subbed in the whole third quarter. We didn't get subbed in the whole third quarter, but they put us in at the end. Not really the end, but like the beginning of the fourth, because it was kind of a blowout. I got a steal in and tried to take a fast break 3, but it just couldn't go in. I was trying to like improve my range, and then I just made a silly foul. It's just like, rookie mistakes. It's mistakes every rookie makes, and I was just trying to learn the game as I was playing, and I didn't do too bad for myself. I got a few steals, a block, a few assists, and a couple baskets under my belt in the NBA against some real competition like the LA Clippers. And I could have more assists, but my big men were kind of selling the layups. But it's all good. Any experience is good experience. So we're just this team is an elite defensive team. I cannot lie to you guys. Like, we were forcing a lot of missed shots and a lot of turnovers and like passing lane steals, and it was just like this team has a lot of size and defense. So there's no real I wouldn't say there's no real issues with this team. It's just the consistency. That's about it. And if they could get the consistency up, we're going to be in a good spot. As I got them with the hezzy, but, I'm so small. Like, compared to these people, I'm so small. So it's like, as soon as I go somewhere else, like, the big man already rotated. And, yeah, I have to learn how to create more opportunities for myself. But that at least I know I could catch them off the dribble a lot more often as Kai Jones get the rebound, and Drew Eubanks at the top of the post with it, and he passes it back to Kai Jones, and he muscles a layup through 3 defenders and brings the game down to 8. And this is where they started making a comeback, and I was kind of getting boxed up. It was because, like, every time I caught them with the hesitation, it would bump me into the player, and I didn't really know what to do with it. And once they got into a rhythm, and then I committed a silly turnover right there. But I did contribute to a steal with the block, but no, not the block, the charge. But I'm trying to slow down the game, trying to just get easy baskets right here. I'm pretty sure I hit a floater right here. Yes, I got Bogdanovic in the air, and then I just tossed up a little floater over to the bigger defender. And they call a timeout, and that's when they put all their starters in, and Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, Ivica Zubac, Ben Simmons, and James Harden. And this is when the game got a little bit closer at this point because they had the momentum. And mainly it was Kawhi Leonard. As you're going to see in these clips, Kawhi Leonard was really doing his thing on the court. And, I hit another run. Oh, no, I got fouled right here. One thing about this, I don't understand. I have an 80 free throw. I upgraded my free throw from a 70 to an 80. And the free throw percentage is still low. Like, as you're going to see, I do it slightly early. I shoot it slightly early, and it's a 62. But I have an 80 free throw. I don't know if it's the free throw animation. As John Morant is talking to me at the line, he's telling me I got to keep myself composed. As I'm at the free throw line, I don't know what to do. But I'm a guard. I shouldn't be shooting 50% from the line. So I'm going to have to practice my free throws and get them down pat, because we can't be leaving out points on the board. We need every point we could get as a rookie to show why we are on the court. So we're just giving Ben Simmons some space because we know he can't really shoot the pill. So he's basically like a point center, but just playing the one. But he out rebounds me, and Zach Edey, I think that was Zach Edey. Yeah, Zach Edey. He didn't block it, which is kind of surprising, but because you're 7'4", you should block that. And this is where Kawhi Leonard started. Really doing his mid-range specialty as he drains a 3 right there. Oh, that was a 2. As he drains a 2, and I'm trying to ice this game. I don't want to lose my first ever NBA game, but if I did, I wouldn't be mad because the game was pretty close against the Clippers. As I'm getting double teamed, but I hit it out back to Jaren Jackson as I get the ball at the top of the key, surveying the defense. John Morant drives to the rim but couldn't get the layup to go through. That's what I'm saying. I have to space out the floor because John Morant like to attack the rim a lot. But we couldn't really do anything. Kawhi Leonard just went behind the screen, popped the 3, and then brought the game down to 6. So that's when I just decided to bring the ball up through my own will and get the floater to go through. Thank God I got that floater to go through. And 3 minutes left. Trying to play clutch defense. We leave DDJ open, and he misses. But Kawhi Leonard get the rebound, but we blocked the shot. Okay, so we're playing pretty good defense with 3 minutes left. This is crunch time now because they can make any run with just 2 threes. They're back in the game. And Desmond Bane hits the ice-breaking layup. Man, that was a tough layup by Desmond Bane. He deserves all the flowers for this game, for icing the game, as I get subbed out for the rest of the fourth quarter, and we win by 3 points. So yeah, this was a pretty good debut NBA game. I'm not mad at my performance. I really do like how I played this game. I really brought the intensity on defense and brought what a rookie point guard should do. As we're looking at the stats right now of our team, John Morant had 36, Desmond Bane had 25, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna look at the Clippers stats next. Yeah, the pretty all-around game from everybody. 26 for Kawhi, 23 for James Harden. But, let's get to the post-game interview.
Tonight, you made your NBA debut coming off the bench. Were you hoping for more minutes, or was this still a successful beginning to your career?
It was a good start. I'm grateful to have any role at all in helping this team win games. I'm happy to come off the bench right now if that's what Coach thinks is best. I have a lot of respect for the veteran players here, so for now, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and learn as much as I can. One day I hope I can become a leader on this team, but now's not the time for that. Otherwise, I'm just excited to get further into the season and see what this team can do.
And right after the post-game interview, I hit the shower and I went straight to the gym, went to work on my craft, trying to improve every aspect of my game that I could improve. And, what they say, hard work pays off. So me just being in the lab, getting on some shots, just learning some new moves, just trying to develop my game little by little as I'm a rookie, trying to learn new things in this NBA career. I just started reading Kobe Bryant articles and how he never gave up and started working. So I'm just implementing this into my craft. I hope you guys like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next.